What's going on, everybody? This is Wonderful Sigma Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing a video on Untap. I had a couple of people ask, how do I use Untap, or do I use Untap? Well, I do use Untap. I use it for different games. As you can see, I play Final Fantasy, the trading card game, as well as Dragon Ball Super, and I'm in the works of doing some other card games like Naruto, the CCG, because I'm also part of the Naruto community. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go to untap.in. Once you get there, you want to create an account. I already have an account created, so just create one. Maybe take you about 2 minutes to do. It's free, and then you decide to what game you're gonna do. So you can go to decks. I have multiple decks. As you can see, I have an Naruto deck, I have a Dragon Ball Super deck, and a Final Fantasy deck. So you would go hit create. Pick the name of the deck. Then you would select the deck type. So this is from like Final Fantasy, this is from Yu-Gi-Oh, Force of Will, Light Seeker, Magic the Gathering, etc., etc. In this case, since it's going to be a Final Fantasy video, we're going to click Final Fantasy. We're going to create Final Fantasy. Now, there are two things you can do here. You can start going down the list and write down cards that you know, and click on it or drag it to the main deck. I just double click and you'll get the max value of the card, and you can reduce it by pressing the little minus sign here. You can also increase it if you want to, or you can hover over it, press the X to remove it completely. So once you have the amount of cards in your deck, you just hit save and you should be ready to go. There's another thing you can do. I'm going to remove this here. If you use FFdex, because I use FFdex, so ffdex.com, you can create decks here, but if you don't have a deck, you can always look on somebody online. Let's see, trending decks. Just go to the first one here, so Water Lightning. And what you can do, let's say you like the deck, you want to test it out, you can just copy and paste the link, go back to Untap, and there should be a little section where it says download deck and import from URL, right? So you go to import from URL, you paste the link, and then you can hit clear and import in case you have cards that you can hit clear and import, and the deck will be there already. And all you have to do is hit save, and that's it. Once you hit save, you can go back by pressing the back arrow, and you can see the decks you currently have if you want to, or you can just, say you wanted to play, just hit games, make sure you select what games you're doing. In this case, we're doing Final Fantasy. Now these are all the people that are currently playing. Only one person's playing at the moment. Could be because of ads and stuff like that's going on right now. So you can hit join game, or you can do new game. In this case, we're just going to do a new game. Now you can choose the playstyle. Obviously you can give me a name of the lobby or the room you want to call it. I'm going to call it Sigma Gaming Battleground. Yes, I spelled battle wrong. Whatever, I don't care. You can do beginning, casual, competitive, totally up to you. In this case, we're doing beginner. And you can do 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, 5 players, 6 players. Final Fantasy plays with only 2 people, 2 players. So you select 2 players, but in this case, I just want to show you how to use it. So we're going to click solo, and then you can hit start. You can do an enable mirror player if you want. I'm going to take that off. I'll hit start. Once the game started, you can hit enter game. Now, when you're on the screen, you're going to see a little icon that says insert deck. You select the insert deck. In this case, you're going to choose the deck you want to select. I'm going to use the Sigma Gaming one that I just got from the FF deck. Click it. The deck's already there. It's 50 cards. Now you can click on these little icons right here. I think this is like the menu tab. so you can do all kinds of stuff here. In this case, we're going to hit the shuffle. Now there's a hotkey. If you're hovering over the deck, you can just press W, and it shuffles the deck. That's it right here. The Elegna has shuffled their main deck. The Elegna has shuffled their main deck. So I shuffled my deck twice. And then you can choose to draw. So you can use multiple draw by drawing 7, 3, 2, or you can type the amount you want to draw. In this case, we're going to draw 5 because to do your opening hand, you have to draw 5 cards. So you draw the 5, and you just go around, regular gameplay that you do for Final Fantasy. You want to keep your hand or not. If you don't want to keep your hand, let's say you want a mulligan, I believe there's a hotkey for this. You go to main deck and you press Y. So you hover over the card and press Y. So Y, 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 Y. They went to the bottom of the deck, and now you can do the same thing again. Draw multiple. In this case, I'm going to draw 5. And do 5 cards. Also, there's a dice. You can just roll a dice. You can roll the regular 6-side. I think this is a 10-side, and this is a D20. We're just going to do a regular. See right now rolled D6, which is the 6-sided die, for 3. It's also here on the chat. Once you figure out who's going to go first, you decide to go first, and then you draw your hand. Obviously, you're supposed to do all that to decide who goes first before you draw your hand. In this case, I decided to draw my hand first because I'm not playing against anybody. And you can do, if you went first, you draw your one, you just press in the draw. And then you just play accordingly. You can drag it. Say I want to play the Layla. You can drag it, and I'll just drag the cost. So on the side, just thing is it says face down, damage zone, break zone. So because I'm ditching 2 cards from my hand, I will ditch the Viking, and I will ditch. I don't even know what else to ditch. I'll ditch this guy. He seems weird. And then Layla's effects. Now you can click on this little box right here. Just click on the box, and this little tab in the bottom will pop up. You can now drag this into play. Once you're done, just press the X button. And my Viking came in play. Let's affect the trigger, and I will draw a card. Now it tells you how many cards are left in your deck, so you don't have to find out count. It just tells you in the bottom how many cards left in the deck. Let's say I wanted to tap my card. I just hover over it, and there should be like a little pivot. And just click on the pivot. Click on the pivot. If I wanted to untap everything on the field that I have, there's a button on the left that says untap all. This little arrow. Untap all. If you wanted to choose a target, let's say I have a card that says choose one forward. You can hover over that forward, click on the menu. Well, not click, but hover over the menu right here. I didn't click on it. I'm just hovering over it, and you can hit shape card. You can also hotkey it by pressing H. So if you hover over and press H, it will shape the card. It's really useful to memorize these hotkeys, but you're not everyone's gonna memorize it off bat. It's gonna take some trial and error. If you don't know what the hotkeys are, there's also right here. It tells you every single one of the hotkeys. So on the bottom left, click the little hotkey keyboard icon, and it tells you all the hotkeys. I'm not sure if I can change them. Let's see if I could. So let's do this. See if we draw a card. Okay, so because we're playing it for free, we're not a Power Up member, you can't change the hotkeys. Sorry guys. I probably will become a Power Up member very soon. It's a pretty cool program. It is, again, a free browser. I like it, so I figured why not show some love. So I will be signing up. They also have a Patreon. I'll put a description below on the Patreon if you want to check it out. I'm not sure if they have a Discord. I'll do some more research and see if there's a Discord, but that's pretty much it as far as that goes. I mean, you can tell alert responses, no response, insert token if you need a token. This allows you to scoop everything up. Okay, scoop, start with new on your game, scoop cards inside deck, etc., etc. So they put a lot of thought effort into this. Like I said, pretty cool program. But this is Martin from Sigma Gaming. Adios.